Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's Techie per Techie. How's everyone been doing? Quite the night we've had. I'm still waking up, still getting up and moving. But good to see everybody. Good morning. We're gonna play some intro music, get the vibe bumping a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit ready. Just get that blood moving, bumping, jumping, humping, whatever you need. Couple wild cholo, yeah, we breaking the rules down in the Crypt where the echoes are. Good morning, everyone. Make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon. LolCow logos, candle low, lights dim, laughing at the world while the walls cave in. From the shadows to the stage, yeah, we all break through. Crypt door slam, screaming LCU. Posted in the Crypt where the air stay cold. Concrete dreams and the stories get bold. Graffiti on the walls, time stuck on pause. Laugh track bouncing off the outlaw laws. TechProtect with the circus on lock. Brain wild like a glitch in the block. Talking big plans, scheming real loud. Laugh now, cry, let the whole room go proud. P.O. rolling in. Remember, everybody, fuck Gidgy. Am I right, boys? Underground kings, yeah, we tempting fate. LolCow loco, come chill with the crew. Couple wild cholos, yeah, we breaking the rules. Down in the Crypt where the echoes all boom. Tryna throw the LCU, make a legend real soon. LolCow locos. Shadows on the wall, from the jokes to the chaos. Yeah, we love it all. Hands up, fists high, screaming who's who. Whole Crypt chanting back LCU. Late night laughter, echo chamber vibes. Memes turn myth when the moment arrives. They said we fade, we just multiply. Turn side Alex into battle cries. Crypt so loud with the bassline hum. Old school soul with the snap of a drum. Culture stitched in the rhyme and the tone. Brown pride pulse in the mirror and bone. No gold chains, but the weight still heavy. Truth in the jokes, yeah, the edge stay ready. From throwaway laughs to a flag we flew. Turn low in the legend as LCU. Candles flicker, walls breathe. Hold the ground move when the beat hit freeze. Laugh through the madness, dance with the doom. Every step echo boom, boom, boom. LolCow loco, come chill with the crew. Good morning, Jaffe. Couple wild cholos, yeah, we breaking the rules. Down in the Crypt where the echoes all boom. Tryna throw the LCU, make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon, make a legend real soon. LolCow loco. Stay raw from the Crypt to the cloud, breaking every law. Say it real loud if you know it's true. What the local forever. LCU. TechProtect, P.O. and LolCow Crypt. Certified. LCU till the lights go out. Good morning! It is me, TechProtect. You know how it goes. How's it going, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. What a wonderful start of my day. If you haven't noticed, every fucking show on the LCU talked about us yesterday. I don't think there was a single show that did not mention LolCow Crypt or TechProtect or Jaffe. We're still in the spotlight here in the LCU. It's been quite the weekend, quite the eventful time. We tried to explain it to Jaffe yesterday. He didn't give a fuck, obviously. That's how it goes. Number of things causing people to want to, bring up our names. Jaffe, I hope you're there. Jaffe?
I am here. I'm just trying to get my microphone, but I think we're set to go.
All right. Good morning. Oh, you're in the hoodie. Okay. Nice hoodie, Jaffe. You're like one of those homeless people.
We do the whole let's do the whole show today in Spanish in honor of Bad Bunny.
Por supuesto, si quisieran tener un programa aquí en el LolCow en español, aquí estamos para ustedes.
Did you hear what I said?
Señor Jaffe, te quise preguntar algo.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, what's up?
Let's do the whole thing in Spanish.
Okay. Hell yeah. Jaffe eating McDonald's for breakfast?
Speaking in tongue. No, Jaffe's super fucking tired right now. I don't have McDonald's. No, I made a burrito. What is not a burrito? A quesadilla, and I have a Diet Coke, and that's what I'm eating.
Breakfast of champions.
Moment. Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. I was up super fucking late playing this video game that I'm really into, and I just pushed it a little too far. So
I feel like that game is boring. I saw the game you're playing.
What's fun is you're not playing it, so what the fuck do I care what you feel?
Yeah.
The difference between me and everyone else in this universe is I'll actually tell you I don't give a shit what you feel.
Yeah.
Everybody else will placate you and treat you all sweet and kind, and then they'll pull the rug out from under you, and you'll be like, "What happened?" Like in that movie. And then you're like, "I don't understand the way the world works." Tech's probably waking up today having what is a very common thing that a lot of people, I think, in their 20s have when they're working for other people, which is that
Heartburn.
Staggering,
Heartburn.
No, that incredibly awful sense of betrayal that comes when you're like, but I did everything that you wanted me to do, and I was a soldier, and I was loyal, and I was dependent, and I was successful. And I still didn't get what I thought I was kind of sort of promised. And
no, it's in this universe, you can never put your fucking eggs in a basket.
You can totally put eggs in a basket.
Not in this universe. In this universe, those eggs, you put them in the basket, you wake up the next morning, it wasn't even a basket. It was someone's open mouth.
And Tina's eating them all.
Yeah, it's Tina.
Because she's Yeah. Wait,
So,
go ahead. Somebody did what now?
I'm not so surprised that the bus position was given over to Scooter again. It seems like the more entertaining option is to have someone come back after a huge controversy and have them go on a show and be the talk of the town, right?
Yeah. There's very little when you explain to me why Keemstar decided to put Scooter back in that position that I go, yeah, I get that. I get that. But again, that's what I'm talking about is that sort of lesson people learn in their 20s. I mean, it doesn't have to be in their 20s, but which is it's never, and this is what I was saying to you the other day when I was talking about how much you glaze Keemstar, right? It's never about anything other than the money. And I don't mean that like people are assholes, although some people are. It's just simply about when you have to make decisions, you make them from that place, or you're out of business. That's just simply the way it is. And so the good thing is the awareness of learning, oh, okay, other than your own personal friends and family, there is no loyalty. And you get rid of that expectation. And so I was surprised, even though I like your mama a lot and stuff, I don't think it's the right time for people to be asking you for favors, frankly. When you're like,
yeah,
and again, I like
for the audience that doesn't know, I will be hosting LolCow Pit for your mama tonight, since I think your mama has a personal thing going on. But
yeah, and I get it. He's a friend you like, and I like him too. I'm not like there's nothing to do with him, but I'm just saying it's like maybe, I mean. It's just like, it's like, hey, figure it out yourself, Keemstar. It's let it be Keemstar's problem. You're not getting paid.
No.
You guys made a lot of money when you were co-hosting Bus. You're not getting a dime.
No.
You're not getting any money tonight.
No.
Throw an intern at it.
He's a fellow Cali guy, right? We're both in California.
You do not have to defend your mama. I like the guy. I get it.
I like
get why
the guy.
You want to help him. But I'm saying policy-wise, maybe this should be a Keemstar problem, not a you problem.
Well, I mean...
Or a kid behind the camera problem, not a TechProtect problem.
You're not wrong, but what ends up happening is when Pitt can't go live, your mama would just cancel the show, right? Or
that's your mama problem.
Yeah, or he'll give it to Glammy and it just underperforms. But I've hosted with your mama in the past, right? We've had wonderful shows together. He hops onto this show. It's the only other show he'll call into, realistically.
Charge complete.
So it seems like a fair time. And then to address the Scooter stuff, right?
Well, hang on. If you're saying it's transactional and you're consciously entering into it because it's transactional, that's fine.
Yeah, from a business decision, he brings a lot of content over to Crypt, right? Over the past 2-3 weeks, you know. He got our name out there a bit, and
great.
It's like a fair little thing. The Scooter stuff, there's there's a big discrepancy in my eyes about Scooter's return, right? He shows up to the show yesterday. He says, I have to come back because I'm taking accountability. And then he looks at the camera and says, I'm taking accountability. And that's essentially all he did. He leaked the fact that Sweet Tea reached out to him privately and said, hey, I'm pregnant. If I'm telling you, she asked first, she said, I have a secret to tell, right? I need to talk to someone about it. You're a community manager. If I tell you, will you promise me you won't tell anyone, not even Keemstar? And he says, yes, I won't tell a single person. She says, hey, I can't do the drinking stream. I'm pregnant, right? I'm going to go to an OBGYN and get everything checked out, but just so you know beforehand, I'm faking the alcohol I'm consuming on screen. Well, he fucking took her business, spread it around, right? Host knew about it like days after. And, his comeback to the universe thing was, guys, I'm taking accountability. And that's it. He just says the phrase, and he thinks that absolves him of all the hate. How do you feel about that, Jaffe? Do you think that's is it like a PR trained way to just get back in the limelight?
Well, PR. I mean, I've been through media training and I was rubbish at it because I thought it was stupid and they hated me. But what I will tell you that sticks is PR training exists as it's ends justify the means, right? So he probably looks at this audience and says, that's good enough for this audience. Not our audience. And I don't mean this like I'm glazing our audience. Our audience tends to be a little smarter or a lot smarter than the average LCU fan. But most LCU fans are morons. Yeah. And to them, they'll be like, oh, that's enough for, yay. See, he took account. Yay. Okay. Everything's okay. And they don't care. Yeah. It's performative.
We got a super chat that came in. Super Lost Sanity, $10 says, came to the LCU from ALR, did not explore the LCU until you came onto Bus, and I ended up watching streams all weekend. I won't be watching Bus anymore. Scooter looks like the backup. Scooter looks like the backup henchman for the Mole King. Because I don't know if you noticed, Scooter shaved his entire head.
Who's the Mole King?
Just the generic idea of a Mole King. Scooter doesn't have hair anymore. He shaved it. He shaved his eyebrows.
Oh, I see. I got it. I got it. No, I didn't know that. Okay.
He looks like he lacks sunlight.
I thought it was a Fantastic Four reference.
Yeah. So that was the first part, and the second part
was
Thank you for the
super chat. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Scooter was also getting a lot of flack because a fan shared nudes with him. And
we know all this. Everybody knows these stories.
Well, to cover what happened yesterday, his apology for that was, "Oh, guys, she was an OnlyFans worker, and also she said, feel free to share this with all your friends."
Oh, well then, who cares then?
Jaffe, do you think a girl ever sends nudes and says, feel free to share this with all your friends?
Okay, well, if he's lying.
He's obviously lying.
Yeah. Okay.
I went on to Bus because people were asking, please let TechProtect respond to this. You're kind of like shitting on TechProtect. He came in to help your show and then you quit. And then, of course, he's going to try and get the position if you quit. It's not like he's backstabbing you if you left the job, right? So
yeah, and I mean, keep going.
So I asked him specifically that. I said, if this girl reached out to you and said, here's my nudes, I'm a sex worker, share this with all your friends, show the proof. Drop that DM somewhere, right? He's like, well, I don't know if she said it in text or in VC. Okay.
Well, then have
message her.
Show. Pay her to come on the show. Yeah. She's an OnlyFans. Give her a 10-minute segment with you, explain it, and she can also promote her shit.
Yeah, because people are making the accusations that this is revenge porn.
Hell, we should find her. Yeah. Let's have her come on our show.
If you're watching and you sent Scooter nudes, please reach out.
Well, do we know who it is?
No. That's the thing.
Keemstar got him right.
True, Keemstar could identify her. That's right.
Have Keemstar do a reverse image search or whatever, and then we don't have to see the nudes, but have him give us the name, and we'll have her come on the show. We'll raise some money and pay her for like a 20-minute segment.
Yeah,
and she can.
So I'm certain Scooter's just going to try and sweep this under the rug and not address this anymore. Right? He's just going to go on.
So if anybody's watching who knows where Keemstar is, and you have Keemstar's ear, tell him that we'd like the name, or he doesn't have to give us the name, but he should reach out to them and see if she wants to come on our show.
True.
All right. Sorry. Continue.
Welcome to Ban World, Carl. Yeah, I think he's going to sweep it under the rug. I think he's not going to address this ever again. He's going to avoid it as much as he can. the beginning of Bust, people were asking him, can you please let TechProtect on? He wanted to get every little lick he could against my name for like 40 minutes before he's like, yeah, Tech can come on now.
I watched for about 5 minutes or a little longer than that, maybe 15 minutes last night, because I assumed that there would be an announcement or something about it. And I didn't realize it had already been announced on live, or something. I get the shows mixed up, but because they're all the same. He was not. I didn't like his performance. Let's put it this way. He kind of rolled in there like he was the man suddenly, and it's like, and maybe he heard a lot of people saying that you had run the show a lot better than he had. I'd never watched him before in the context of, running the show, but he definitely seemed different. Like he was trying to be more, okay.
People said he tried to be like me.
Yeah, it was. It was really weird. I'm like, dude, you ain't a grown up. You're a fucking moron. What are you doing?
Yeah, the funniest thing I heard over the weekend was the defense from like Tina D about Scooter, right? Because Tina was saying he's just a young boy. He doesn't know, but he's 28.
Let the boy sleep in your bed. He's just a boy. Wait, what? He's 28?
He's 28. He's a year younger than I am. Right? Fuck him. Lily Bell for $10 says, I think Abba Preach said it best once. What does taking accountability actually mean? People just say the right things because they think they're the right things to say. He's not sorry. And I agree.
For sure.
Yeah, he came back, and I guarantee with some script in hand from someone, who knows who, saying like, these are the things you do. You say I'm taking accountability. You don't actually do anything about it. You say she was an OnlyFans girl. You say you had permission. You're golden. No one's gonna care.
But again, you have to continue to drill down there, right? Because the problem there isn't Scooter. The problem there is the universe and ultimately our society, right? Because we're a performative society. The audience doesn't really care. They don't care if he's sorry. What they care about is he entertaining? And is he going to provide some meaningless distraction from their shit lives all day long? And can they feel good about going, well, he did say he was sorry, so I don't have to face the fact that I'm willing to spend my time and money on someone who allegedly beats their wife or walks away from their responsibilities or says something racist
of other people. Yeah.
Right. That way I can kind of feel good and I can sleep at night. That's exactly what this is all about.
Two things to go over. $10 from Rolla says, throwing some support to one of my new favorite shows, Fuck Scooter. He's a big baby. Thank you, Rollis. And Carl.
Thank you, sir.
Carl. Carl, $20 says, good morning, guys. Love the straight talk. Also, thank you, Tech, for helping Pitt. Happy to do so. Apparently, I'm hosting it with Glammy, and my job is to make fun of Glammy as much as possible.
Well, I don't know if I was high or not, but I'm pretty sure I told her I think she's going to get divorced.
You did?
At some point in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you said there's no way that marriage lasts.
Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Was I high?
No, you were not. It was not a day you were high. She came in.
All right, well, you should have fun with that tonight.
Yeah, she came in. She was a little tired, and you were just like, "You think your marriage is gonna last? There's no way, Glammy. Like, if he has to deal with you, like that guy can't take all that." That wasn't
the reason I didn't think the marriage was gonna last. Not because Glammy's hard to deal with. It wasn't.
What do you think it is?
I saw the wedding briefly at Fat Camp whenever it was last year, and I think. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not going to get into. Let's just say I don't think that marriage is going to last because I saw him and her.
They look like they're hogging the last chromosome at the dinner table, right?
It's not. No.
Okay.
There's a sense of.
Yeah, Jaffe, read it. Clock it, Jaffe. Clock it.
I know what it is. I just don't want to be rude and say it because it's not my business. I won't say it.
You're not saying. You're not saying it's a reality. You're saying the interpretation you have as an individual.
My interpretation is that let's just say this: when you see people on social media talk about, "Oh, I'm so excited! It's date night. Can't wait to go out with my husband," and it's like,
I know
those are the couples that tend to not stick around for all that long because you don't need to announce it. You know, it's either there or it's not there. It's either hot and heavy or it's not. It's either satisfying or it's not.
I know that what you're
part
talking
of it,
about.
not all of it, but part of it's that with what I observed at the wedding. There's just it's not there. But then again, it could just be a non-traditional marriage too. It could be a great marriage.
What you're saying is it's the type of relationship where the romance is of the idea of a relationship, right? That's what I'm assuming. It's like, oh, because
so around
that. Yeah. 2 donations coming in. Skidmark Scoot, $10 says, Skidmark spoke about you in VC. A Cornhub model named Jules Cummings slid in his DMs. Oh, his and Denmark's DMs. Claimed she had developmental disability. He was too stupid to realize it was a catfish. Boo. Interesting. Okay, so
I don't know who's what.
Apparently, Scooter, the girl that reached out to Scooter, was an OnlyFans girl that had a developmental disability. Like,
is that part of her shtick? Like,
I don't know, like the Down syndrome
crazy,
girls from TikTok.
Right? Is that? Yeah,
I don't know, but apparently that's what happened. $20 from Ken Kate says, I know there's no love lost, but thanks, Tech, for covering that Friday on Cash for me. I appreciate it. Also, you got boned over bus, and I thought you did great, especially on short notice. Sorry, bro. Ken, no worries. Never any hate. I'm always here to support the shows. That's why I hop in. You gotta We're trying to fuck, Ken. We're trying to do a little diddle.
I'm gonna diddle that Ken, boy. I can't get it in. It's too tight. I can't get it in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ken, no worries. Always happy to help around. I mean, Ken has the same mentality towards the LCU that I probably have, which is, seeing the show succeed is pretty interesting for me, and so I'm willing to do that if I have the time to do so. But also, I thought it was hilarious that Ken thought I was trying to fuck him when I would do this on screen. That's hilarious.
By the way, if you like the show, and we hope you do, in their shop right now, there's a brand new LolCow Crypt merch. It's basically Tech's face on a doormat, so you can get that.
The fuck up. Have you seen our store?
No.
I gotta reach out to the guy who does the designs because our shit's so basic. Like it's the most generic.
It's probably up to us to give a shit.
Yeah, well now I give a shit. Now I wanna now I want it to look nice. Let me see if I can pull this on the screen because it is honestly just it's gross. It's the little cow we have, the little creepy cow.
The zombie cow.
Yeah, the zombie cow. It's just that. It's just that on a t-shirt.
Or there's a hat.
There is a hat. Here, let's share the screen. Chat, if you're interested in getting LolCow Crypt merch, please hold up. Okay, let me make a new design. Let me reach out and change some shit. You can get like a greenish hat. Wow. A black hat. Wow. Yeah. And this other stuff. Who would wear this?
You gotta be a real hardcore fan. I wouldn't wear it, and I like doing the show.
It's
I like the cow design. I think the cow design's cool.
Oh, that's for sure. But like, this is just like, how do you go to your local Target and you're just wearing this in line waiting for your fucking Starbucks order? I love that Target has Starbucks. What about you, Jaffe? I'm a big coffee guy.
I like they have popcorn and ices. That's what I like.
Have you ever gotten the big bag? The fucking like.
No, I mean I like the fat. You know how they serve pizza and ices and
yeah.
I like. Em and I would go. There was a Target Greatland up in San Francisco, and that sometimes talk about date night. But that was something that we would do sometimes. It was just we really liked it because it was always empty, but it was massive, and we would just get a cart, and we wouldn't really do much shopping. It was just fun to walk around Target with popcorn and ices and just kind of browse. It was great. What a dumb story I just told. There's no value to
that. Me and your daughter do some pretty like boring dates,
That's the best. That's the best.
She'll be like, what was State of the Union? What was the State of the Union address last year? Like midway through the year or something. She was like, can we order Pop-Tarts and get sodas, and can we watch the State of the Union for 2 hours and talk about it?
My girl. That's
I was like, yeah, sure, that's
what
fine.
What did I said, Tech, why are you tired? I was up last night playing a game, and you're like, oh, Sarah was up just debating words with me last night.
Okay, yeah, it was. I tried to go to bed early, right? Our show is 7 a.m. on the West Coast. I was trying to go to bed at like 10. And we were talking about, like, you know, slurs, bad words. Why do people use them? You know, and I've heard you say before, Jaffe, that you've never said the N-word, right? It's not a thing you said. And I was trying to kind of explain why I don't use slurs. Like, what is the reason why I'm not out here saying the N-word or the
I cuss a lot, but I don't use hate speech.
Well, and I think I figured out why people like me and you don't say slurs. And it's not because... I don't think it's because we are scared of the word itself. I think it's because...
Why would you be scared of the word?
Yeah, me and you probably... I'll say for myself, you tell me if you agree. I genuinely don't think it's a negative to be a black person or to be a gay person or to be a trans person. And so I don't use the N-word against blacks because, like, okay, I'm just like, that doesn't mean anything. And I don't use the F slur against gay people because I don't think it's bad to be gay, right? I don't use the T slur against trans people because why would I care that they're trans? I will make fun of, like, you know, your ugly fucking forehead or your shitty hairline or like the fact that you don't shower. Like, I'll make fun of those things because those things are funny and they matter, kind of, right? But there's just like, I don't see the value in identifying. Like, it'd be the same as like, oh, you're black. Like, okay, what does that mean? You know, what does that do to anyone?
I mean, I think that is accurate, but I also, that's not why I don't use the words. I don't use them because it's been made clear to me that, and it's obvious, that they're hurtful. If I tell someone to fuck off, and maybe it's not only that they're hurtful, but it makes sense why they're hurtful. If I say, what in the fuck is this? And someone says, oh, language. I'm like, shut up. You're a fucking moron. The fact that you're offended by the word
fuck, yeah,
is an indication that you're a moron. That you haven't really thought through some things for a moment, you know? But if you're offended by the N-word or a slur, there's a whole history behind that suggests to use it is to not care about the pain of a large group of people. And that pain is valid. The pain of being offended by the word shit, sorry. And now, if you could articulate it, you know, I've said this many times when I heard Oprah call out Jay-Z on the N-word. Not that I needed it to be called out, but it was the best calling out I had heard, where I've said, I don't want to belabor it, but when she's like, that's the last word so many black people heard when they were sitting on the horse before the Klan hit the horse's ass and it ran off and they hung in front of their families. That's the last word they heard as they were passing away. And I was just like, you know, what, you know, now give me the same narrative about fuck or shit or damn or hell. Okay. I'll change my ways because that I don't want to hurt anybody. But if you're just I was raised to hear the word shit is bad, well, then you need to do some self-reflection.
I hear what you're saying, but I engage in online discourse where I do, and my intention is to hurt somebody sometimes, like emotionally. I'm trying to fuck with you because I think you're a bad person, so I will shit on you, right? Mm-hmm. I think you did bad things. I want you to feel bad. Okay. But for me, it's like, why would I ever use the N-word? Why would I ever use...
Well, you're not just hurting that person when you do that. Yeah, you're... Right? If you use the N-word...
The collateral damage, I don't care about. I'll make fun of someone's hairline and have like a ton of people that are bald be like, I felt bad too that he said the bald thing. Like, I don't care. Right? Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't think there's a negative value attached to being black, so why would I use that as like an insult?
There is a negative value attached to being bald?
Yeah. You get less pussy. Khan says, could you clarify the Scooter OF chick thing? People are saying the woman is mentally handicapped. I don't know the lore, but I promise you 2 hours after the show,
if she's sending Scooter nudes, she's probably handicapped.
Can you imagine wanting to be fucking Scooter?
I can't imagine wanting to be fucking Scooter or fucking Scooter.
Both.
Either both are a nightmare. What an absolute shit show that has to be.
If you woke up tomorrow and you look like that,
it would be like a really bad version of Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
It's like you change bodies with Scooter. You're like, really? Fuck. Like if you could change bodies with anybody in the LCU for like a week and you had to wake up in their body, who would it be?
I would have said like Batgirl, but I hear she has to pee like every fucking 20 minutes, so probably not her.
I thought she gets paid for that.
Well, no, peed on. She has to pee herself. She has to go to the bathroom. Who would it be if you could have any person's body for 24 hours?
I mean, mine is easy.
It might be Steak or Nightmare. Well, Steak is an athletic young man, right?
Okay.
And also he has schizophrenia, and I'm hoping if I get his body, I get to be schizophrenic for a day.
Just to see what it's like?
Just to see what it's like. Just to be on that side.
Yeah, you'd probably get the mental maladies as well.
I hope so. Yeah, can you imagine you choose Twiggy?
Twiggy would be good to be for a day because you'd see what male pretty privilege is like. I think he's probably the best looking host in the LCU. No. I think women probably lose their shit for Twiggy.
He looks like The Thing.
He's a good looking dude.
From the movie The Thing.
No, he doesn't.
What does The Thing look like, Jaffe?
He looks like everybody and anybody except when you hit it with fire, then it looks like just this, not the Thing from Fantastic Four, the Thing from John Carpenter.
Yeah, John Carpenter.
No, it's like a alien weird life form.
Yeah, he looks like he's mid-transformation into one other person's
face. Who do you
face.
think the best... Okay, I think you're wrong, but who do you think the best looking male is in the LCU? You fat fuck. See, I time my choose in between when you're talking.
It's me.
No, it's not you, and you're okay. Other than you, Tech, who do you think the best looking male is in the LCU?
The best looking male in the LCU. Not Wonder Woman, right? It's
not Glammy.
Not Glammy. I'm trying to think because there's a lot of ugly motherfuckers, but I can't.
I know. I'm trying to think of all the guys in the universe.
Could be Tina, but the verdict's out.
Male, come on, do the bit.
Kilometer.
Who the fuck is Kilometer?
Nightmare.
Oh, he's a good looking guy. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know why they call him Kilometer? In a YouTube TTS, if you abbreviate his name, people put KM, and the YouTube bot reads it as Kilometer. Thank you for showing up today.
Oh,
yeah, it's
I'm American. When I see Kilometer, I just be like, what the fuck is that? I have to do all the math in my head. Because a meter is 3 feet, 3.3 feet.
It's something.
But no, okay. So, but you would switch bodies though with
Steak if I can guarantee the schizophrenia.
Okay, so do you think if you walk into a bar as Nightmare or Twiggy, who do you think gets better pretty privilege?
Nightmare probably gets better privilege, but that's also because Nightmare walks into gay bars and not normal bars.
If you were to walk into a straight bar, who gets better pretty privilege?
Probably still Nightmare.
Okay, then I would switch with Nightmare, but I would struggle with that because I'd probably want to switch with Xylee just to fuck up her shit for a day.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, she was just like, "Why is this infected now? Did I do that?"
Just shave her cats. You know,
I mean, I would fuck the shit up, man.
Unplug every USB in her setup.
But it would be fun because she's my best friend now, and she's so sensitive. We were on Discord last night, and I'm like, "You're my best friend, Xylee," and obviously I'm fucking around with her, and she's just like, "You keep pushing this, I'll ban you." I'm like, "Relax, lady, I'm fucking around." I hope she's fucking around too, but I can't tell with her. Maybe that's why she's good at what she does, because you can't tell with that one when she's doing shtick and I'm never doing shtick. It's always real. Fine. Well, then in that case, you're a little too sensitive. You're a little too tightly wound, my dear. But anyway.
I'm going to read a comment. It's not a dono, but I find Jaffe attractive, but in the same way I find Jack Black sexy.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, neither of us are traditionally good-looking dudes. We're not in the peak health of our lives. I think what you find attractive about me, which makes sense, and it's designed that way. You've been designed that way. Is there's an appealing apathy about me, and Jack Black, which says I really don't care. And it's not that I don't care, like I don't give a fuck if the world blows up, although I kind of don't. I like the world, but it's going to blow up eventually. But there's a sense of owning what you've got and being very happy with it. I think that comes off as appealing to people, and I understand that. And you're forgiven for feeling the way you should in your loins. I said loins. Who does that?
Yeah.
I do. Oink.
He does. Jaffe's attractive in the way that he makes me want to sit on his lap and him give me toys. You should do Santa this year.
I'm shaving this tonight. That's my trimmer I got from Amazon. This is gone. And this.
Make sure it doesn't have the address on the front sticker that's on top.
Who's going to be able to tell that from this?
Don't lift it is what I'm saying.
It's back there.
Okay. TechProtect deserves a primetime show.
I'm going to look like a big fucking, fat white supremacist tomorrow on tomorrow's show.
Are you doing the top of your head too?
Doing the whole thing, yeah.
No, you bald looks awful.
I don't give a fuck. This is what I'm saying. This is what's appealing about me. This is what's refreshing about me. I'm like a Mountain Dew on a hot summer afternoon, because ultimately it's about comfort. It's about walking through the world going, I got one shot. You only get one chance to blow whatever.
Better capture and let it slip.
Yeah.
Palms are sweaty.
Yep. Mom's sweaty. Yeah, I got you.
I've seen a lot of chats coming in, just like JFK says, Tech, you handled yourself well yesterday on Bus. I won't be watching shows with Scooter or Gitchy on that.
That's not the JFK.
Not the real JFK. This is actually JFK from the GZKXH123 clan.
Because he would be typing if he still let me.
Talk about an airhead. He can't fucking type.
Yeah, he can't type.
But
he says, what about you handled yourself where? On
Bus, and that they won't be watching Scooter or Gitchy anymore.
I don't believe them. You know what? Gitchy's a night. Gitchy's faking it, right? No one. She's just playing a heel. There's no way she's that moronic and that simpy for. And I was watching Billy. Billy, if you're awake, call in. I was watching Billy on Rewind recently. God, I hate that I'm watching these shows now. Tech, fuck you. Not you're welcome. These are awful. This is like just eating cotton
Billy's
candy.
Nice, right? Huh? You like Billy, huh?
I do like Billy, but I didn't. I heard him also doing this coming all over kid behind the camera. Like, oh, if people only knew what he did, I'm like, okay, then maybe they should, because no one does. Most people think he's a non-contributing wife-beating zero. I'm not saying either of those things are true, but one of them's alleged and he's been arrested.
Did you say, hold on, did you say coming all over kid behind the camera, but you meant to say glazing?
Yeah. No, I did coming because, or I was going to use jizzing or spooging, but I'm tired of everybody using glazing.
Yeah, it's
over.
You're trying to start a movement to stop using glazing. Welcome to Band World. I'm Jessica.
Not trying to start a movement. I'm just bored. It's like the word slop. It's like you guys get a word, probably stolen from the African-American community. You get a word and then you just obsess over it for like 3 months. And I enjoy it for about 3 days. And because I'm smarter than most people, I get bored of it very quickly and I'm ready to move on. And you guys are still using words that I was bored of 2.5 months ago.
People were jacking off and excreting onto Kid Behind the Camera. Billy,
not excreting. There's a difference. Jesus, Tech, what are you doing with my daughter?
We're starting new things, Jaffe.
There's a difference between glazing and coming on someone.
There's a new category on Pornhub
and excreting. Now, again, maybe you've been watching some of the Zay and Batgirl, which is nothing wrong with it, but just clean up after yourselves. Jesus Christ. But what I would say though is, but Billy was going into Mike like he was some kind of, creative Adonis. And I'm just like, okay, I was hoping Billy would offer some suggestions, but it's kind of like, the Eyes Wide Shut Fidelio sex party. Like that's only for rarefied people to know what Mike actually does behind the camera. But I sure don't fucking know.
Do you know what's funny about that whole creative thing? Yesterday I spent time in a VC with some hosts from another channel, right?
Okay.
And I was talking to them about, the creative director, how much influence has he given to your show? Because he doesn't. I never take any mic suggestions.
I've never gotten one, and I don't want one from him. I would prefer. I saw him come into our chat with Keemstar once. I'm like, please, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Especially now. I talked to him the other night when I was on his show, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's some room here. Maybe he's not as bad of a guy as I thought, because he did a pretty good job explaining that I did not hit her. I did not.
Yeah.
And then after seeing how he treated Amber Lynn, right. You don't need to do that. The whole idea is people go, I got it, and he doesn't need to do it. Now that you did it, you've pushed it too far. Now it's lost its juice.
Yeah. So I'm in this call with these hosts. I won't say the name of their channel. But I asked them about...
Is it an LCU? It's an LCU show.
LCU show. And Mike is, one of the people that directs them and gives them like, this is what you should do on the show.
Okay.
Well, I gave them 5 great fucking ideas in like 10 minutes.
Oh, I heard Mike stole one of your ideas or something, right?
I think it doesn't matter, but...
Not yours. Say he stole somebody's. I don't know if that's true, by the way. I'm just saying somebody mentioned that. Maybe it was you or somebody.
I've given a lot of suggestions out in the universe in the past, right? I like to see other shows succeed. Here's the thing. I have ideas that I would want to do for a stream.
Focus on this show succeeding.
Okay, well, let me give you one of the ideas and tell me if you're down for it.
Okay.
Crazy cleanup. You have at your desk mustard, ketchup, mayo in a spray bottle, right? Sprinkles that you put on ice cream, confetti you get from like the party store or whatever.
I know where to
every $10 you have to get a handful and you throw it behind you into your room.
Okay.
Right? I don't think you're doing that. You don't want to fuck up your art.
You should do it and you just fuck up your green screen.
Just fuck up my green screen constantly, yeah.
It would just be floating in the air. It'd be awesome.
So that's like an idea I had. It'd make good money. People would fucking pay to see that happen, right? It'd be a funny little bit. Oh, haha, they have to clean up the room after. On my show, probably not happening, right?
If you threw something against the green screen, would it pop?
It wouldn't stain, and it would show up if it wasn't green. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
It would work.
Yeah.
So
that's just boring.
Another one was Crazy Cookie, right? And Crazy Cookie, what you do is you get cookie batter from the store, right? Pillsbury, whatever the fuck. And then, you know what tamales are, right? Obviously, you're fat. You know what a tamale is. Essentially, you bake into the cookie black beans or baby carrots or some weird gross thing you get out of a can or baby food. And then when the chat donates, you eat a random fucking like delivery system of gross shit inside of like a chocolate chip cookie.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it, right? I wouldn't do it. But there is people that would do it.
There is people?
Yeah, there is people. And they were saying like, oh, these are great these are great ideas you want to do for the show. I wish Mike would suggest shit like this more often. There are some others that I don't want to say in case they actually do those really good ones. So,
well, how do we have? Okay, I have something I think would be good.
Tell us.
So, Tech and I have raised some money, and we have sent. I'm not even kidding. In fact, I'll show you if you don't believe me. We've sent someone out to assassinate someone. For $20, we will give him the okay, and we'll show it to you on screen.
Wait, we paid him to do what?
To kill someone, very famous person.
Okay, that's that. I'm learning of this for the first time, but of course I'm.
If you work with me, you're going to find that I'm going to be doing lots of things that you don't know much about because it's good for the show.
Sounds good.
If you want to see the assassination, in fact, I'll show you. I think we have some live footage right now, but we have like 5 minutes before it happens, and he's going to walk away if he doesn't get the nod from me. So,
all right,
here it is right now. I'm sharing the screen. This is in Texas right now, so they're waiting for.
Is this JM?
No. This is happening right now live, and for $20, I will make the phone call, or I will send the text, and he will take the shot.
This is not the grassy knoll, right?
Shut the God. No. Oh, this? No. This is in Texas right now. No,
okay,
this is happening right now.
Okay.
I paused it because I don't want you guys to get free content. So, but we will let this. I will call in my friend, and he'll take the shot. So, all right, let's keep talking. But this is available to you guys if $20.
We can't show that on YouTube, can we?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Why not? It'll be newsworthy, I assure you. Once you realize who he's shooting,
what the fuck is happening?
What do you mean?
Well,
anyway, I'm not watching the chat today. I wanted to try something new, so I don't know if $20 is coming in. But if it is, but you've got about 3 minutes left, and the window of opportunity for the assassination is going to close.
Everyone's holding their breath, including the live footage of whatever this location in Texas is.
No, I just paused it because I don't want to give away too much.
True,
okay. Anyway,
true. Wind direction and triangulation.
Yeah. Well, I want the guy to get away. He's doing us a solid.
Okay. All right. Solid.
Let us know.
Always a good day to kill. I can't say that part. Jaffe can't see me flirting with him. Super lost sanity. Are you flirting with Jaffe? Wow.
Who's saying that?
Super lost sanity.
Is that a lady?
I think it's a lady, Jaffe.
It's a lady with the boobies and a vagina.
Wow. There you go. That's how you act. $20 will tell the hitman to go through with the action and whatnot.
Absolutely. And if that's not enough, I mean, what I think is great about us is we care about our audience here. So for $50, I've installed a button on my computer. Let me show you my screen here. And I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen, but for $50, I'll press the button. And you never know what's going to happen when I press the button. So
Big Bird got so lucky for being too big. All right, let me just say that. Jaffe, in some LSU news, which I know you love. You're a huge fan. Your mama, your mother, as you like to say, your mother, he kicked Glammy off of her own show for 200 gifted members last night.
Okay.
And he got it quick. Now, he was, oh my God. Dark Fortune with $20 says, fist behind the camera better be there. well.
Better beware.
Well, the hitman. You better see what the hitman does.
Oh, all right. You guys ready for the hitman? Here we go.
Did
he pay?
He did pay $20. And the Bro That Survived says, for $100, can we see what you've done to the World Trade Center, Jaffe?
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, let me. Where's my phone? Hang on a second.
Text him.
What is this? I will.
Text your guy.
Hang on. Keep talking. I gotta find my phone.
He's finding his phone, guys. He's finding his phone. Let's see. What else can we do for $200? We'll show you what we have planned for our hugest fan at Tiananmen Square. They came, but they're trying to stop our show. Jeff didn't even hear that joke. I'm gonna reuse that joke, guys. All right, hold on. He's gonna put his headset on. 3, 2, and for $200, we'll show you what our biggest fan was protesting against us at Tiananmen Square because we were going against Mike. Good one, Jaffe.
Hang on.
Oh, he's
okay. Share my screen.
Yeah.
Are you sharing it?
I'm sharing it.
Yeah, take the shot. No, they said do it, and then just run. Okay, go. Here we go. All right. He's going to take it. Watch this.
I don't think...
There we go.
I don't think we should be showing this, Jaffe.
What? It's what? We didn't do it.
I don't think we should be showing. I don't think we should be showing it.
All right, for $20, I'm going to call my guy and tell him to press the button.
I think this one...
He's very busy today. He's running right now, but I have another guy.
I thought this was a bit where it was going to be like a cartoony reenactment. Like they were going to show like... Oh, Jaffe.
What?
It's historical footage, Tech. Stop being a pussy about this.
Well, it will be historical now.
Oh my God, Jeff. Why are we doing this? This is not a bit you cleared with me. This is just like a thing you came up with.
It's not a bit at all.
You're just like, are you depressed?
Wait till I tell you what I'm going to do for $200. Here you go.
Okay. Wait, I'm not watching your screen anymore. You
should watch my screen.
No,
put my screen up.
That was as fun as it was.
Put my screen up. You'll love it for $200.
Is it the stabbing of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, it's the Spear of Destiny.
No, I'm not showing the stabbing of Jesus Christ in the channel, Jaffe.
It's from Life of Brian.
I don't give a fuck if it was Life. I'm not Life of Brian.
What? You're not Life of Brian.
I'm not Life of Brian. I'm not gonna put fucking stabbing of Jesus
Monty
Christ.
Python movie, who you think is not funny.
Is that the one where he doesn't get stabbed, or does he actually look like he gets stabbed?
I haven't. Life of Brian's a comedy. I don't even think Jesus is in it. It's a guy who if I remember the story, he was kind of there was a movie called Holy Moses with Dudley Moore where he was like supposed to be. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's historical footage. No one's actually shooting anybody.
Well, thank you for explaining it to the audience. They needed it.
It sounds like you needed it.
Well, we had a drop down on viewers because of it.
We had a drop down on viewers because I was showing 1963 black and white footage of JFK being assassinated in one of the most famous film clips of all time, the Zapruder film. Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was just because it was too educational for some of these morons. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you think the newer generation has seen that footage before?
I hope so.
No. They never.
I saw footage from Pearl Harbor. I wasn't there at Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, but that was a different time. Now in school, they do not show the assassination of JFK. They don't show Tiananmen Square. They don't show like all this stuff. They'll talk about it, but they don't show the footage in schools.
I don't know if that's true.
I went to school pretty recently compared to you, old man, and they don't show that shit.
Well,
anymore.
yeah, but your school was like a one-room schoolhouse. It wasn't like a real school.
We talked about it, but they were like, no, we're not showing that.
Anyway, Easy Does It says, I've never seen that footage until today. Really?
I'm telling you.
How?
I'm telling you.
What do you mean, where's Keem at? Can you imagine if somebody gets upset because we showed JFK historical footage? It's 5 seconds to blur it out on the fucking...
True. Mar says, Tech, they see this shit on social media and worse. I woke up today and I was like, oh, I'm groggy. My brain's not really like moving yet. So I pull up my phone and I go on Instagram Reels. I'm like, let me see like some funny content. Maybe it'll spark a little like laugh and I'll get up out of bed. And the first video that opens up is like a lady having a mental crisis and like running from her partner straight into traffic on like that famous Oceanside Highway in LA, right?
Yeah, right by Santa Monica Malibu Road.
I think it was that she gets fucking knocked by a car going like 60 miles per hour. She gets flung like 50 feet. She's just gone. Starfish in the sky. She died. I was like, okay, that's the first person I see on my phone or in my day. Just, oh yeah, it's someone who dies.
Weren't you the guy that made the Charlie Kirk sound effect?
Shut up.
So fuck you. I don't even have any sound. And by the way, everybody in the chat's like, no, we've seen this footage before. That's why it's funny. Right? Because it's...
What's your favorite?
It's not...
What's your favorite funniest death?
That I visually witnessed on video?
Or anything. What's the funniest death? Well, that
Hitler
death was
blowing
funny.
Hitler blowing his brains out in the bunker, if he actually did it, would be pretty funny. But
I felt like we should have
satisfying.
If we captured
that's more
him.
Satisfying.
Yeah, if we captured him, it would have been way more satisfying.
Well, it's like when Obama killed Osama, right? And like, well, we killed him and then we threw his body in the ocean. Really? Did you really?
You know why?
I know why they said.
What did they say?
But I think they said because if they had the body and they brought it back, it would be like desecrated or disrespectful, or it was something like that.
The official release from the military was, if we had the body, the legal thing would be to have buried it somewhere in his homeland, and that would have created a site for people to come and worship him and honor him, and created more of a movement in his death.
Yeah, so but you could do that where he was killed as well, though.
Well, they blew that fucker up. They blew that whole area up afterwards. They were like, it's gone. But his body.
It's a little convenient. It's a little. I'm not saying it doesn't track.
Wait, do you think he's alive?
I don't know. I'm just saying that the guy who apparently masterminded, which I have no reason to believe he didn't, but given our government lies all the time, and they've convinced themselves it's always for our benefit, but whatever. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. The guy who masterminded the worst terrorist attack in America, we finally got him, but you can't see. Really? Something's a little weird about that. A little weird about that.
People believe you. Magic says Bin Laden died years before they claimed they killed him.
Ooh. Right, and Easy Does It says he was our puppet. I mean, he was look, I believe that as much as I believe that 9/11, while I don't believe it was an inside job as it relates to people putting bombs in the walls of the World Trade Center, I would not be surprised if we let it happen for our own political gain. That would totally track. All countries are awful when it comes to that level of power.
My biggest conspiracy with 9/11, which I don't know how you'll take this, they did an estimate on fixing their asbestos issue 2 years before, or like a year before, right? And the evaluation from the company to replace all the asbestos in the 2 trade centers was
to replace it or
like
remove
to take it out,
it.
To take it out, right?
We need some new asbestos in here. What's that going to cost to replace?
Asbestos was used as like the insulation, right? So they had to replace it with something else. I know what it was
for. It's your verb.
So they had to replace it with something else. And it was quoted to be more than the current cost of the 2 trade centers, which I was like, that's insane. Like the value of the trade centers went down so much for some reason, right? Old construction or some bullshit, that they were like, oh, it's just not worth it financially. And then a year later, it was like, well, the insurance policy went up 3 months before the attacks. Like someone was like, oh, it'd be a good idea to raise the insurance on these 2 buildings here.
Yeah, but in that one's harder to believe only because if you're going to demolish your own buildings, why orchestrate all of that? Why not just say, oh, there was a gas leak?
The cost of demolition was extreme.
I understand why they would bring it down, but it probably costs more to destroy passenger planes and all that if they were behind it to that degree. I'm not saying they weren't behind it, but I'm saying that I don't think it was just some guy trying to get the insurance.
They don't own the passenger planes, right? The cost is pay some dudes to do this thing.
I don't know. I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot better. There's a great book called There's a great book called False
Flags. Yeah.
No, just one. False Flag.
I like to put the S because then it sounds like the F slur if the mic doesn't pick it up.
The guy who wrote it after it was self-published was murdered. They said it was suicide, but him and his family and his dog were all found dead like 3 days after it was self-published.
Yeah.
He used to fly for Air America, which was the Iran-Contra, quote, airline.
Yep.
And he went and he was talking about where they actually train these pilots in Nevada, out in the desert. And, is it true? I don't know, but that tracks a lot more. Or the fact that we knew it was going to happen and we let it happen. Because there's just weird shit about it, you know.
I found out about the 9/11 attacks? I lived 3 blocks in Vegas away from where the guy who was doing all the emails back to, Al Qaeda from Vegas. When they were like training these guys, the guy lived in an apartment building in Vegas near me, and they demolished the entire structure. And it's currently just an empty lot. And I think it's because they realized, like, fuck it, we're just the memory of this guy, fuck him, just destroy the whole thing.
I don't know what it's going to take, but I don't think it's sustainable. Unless the internet, maybe the government looks at the internet and says, "What if we need to kill this fucking internet thing?" Because, whether it's terrorist attacks, whether it's disclosure with UAPs. There's a line in the trailer of the Spielberg movie coming out, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but he basically says, 8 billion people want to know. You can't keep a secret from 8 billion people. about disclosure and UAPs and UFOs and stuff. And I think now so many people have woken up and are continuing daily to wake up to the fact that there's so much that we're lied to about. Whether it's the Epstein files, right? Whether it's UFOs, whether it's 9/11, whether it's the reason we were in Vietnam, that I think we're getting to a point where it's not sustainable to run a government or run a series of governments this way. Because now that we know what we're being denied, some way, somehow, I think the dam will break. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if it just destroys society. But somebody was quoting me the other day, not quoting me, but quoting to me Pam Bondi. Yep. And I was like, is that real? And I saw that it was real, where she says, if we prosecute all the people or go after all the people in the Epstein files, the whole system collapses. And I'm like, okay, if our system only can be sustained because we protect really horrific people, then maybe it should collapse.
Yeah, two
go
things.
Fuck yourself.
Con confirmed Larry Silverstein was the guy who did the insurance stuff. He made $4.45 billion off of the Twin Towers.
Get it. I get it.
And the second thing, it was on this show where we talked about the Pam Bondi quote. I've been people would describe me as a establishment Democrat, right? That's probably the best description of me. It's pretty center. I like the structure
I thought
of the
best
government.
Description of you was fat. Everybody, did you hear what I did? I did a bit.
Yeah, that guy did it 6 weeks before 9/11 happened. Anyways, establishment Democrat. I like the structure of the government. I like that the government helps people out. I like that it provides resources to those that need it. I want to see more of that in government.
Yeah.
But even if we had to take a huge hit by dismantling the structure in there that has done these heinous stuff, fuck it, I'm willing to go through that hit. I don't know what position it puts the U.S. in terms of losing a lot of its like political leadership, but
we've already lost a lot of it anyway.
It seems like it's time. Tibet, right? Tibet went through a whole revolution because they were like, they're like, we're fucking censoring your internet access, right? Because you guys are knowing too much or talking too much about us in a negative fashion. What happened? They were like, fuck you, we're burning down the Capitol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Iran's trying to do it right now. America, apparently, we've sent over a bunch of hardware over there. So we're, and again, I mean, it's par for the course for Trump. Anytime people get close to the Epstein files or something he doesn't want, go invade something, right? So we'll see what happens.
I have some friends that were stationed in Japan, and they were like, hey, I'm no longer going to be stationed in Japan. I can't tell you where. And then we saw the news was like, some ships were being placed near Iran for whatever possible reason. So are you worried about us entering like another large scale war?
No.
Do you think it'll happen, or why are you not worried?
Practically and selfishly speaking, it doesn't at the moment affect my life. Am I worried about it intellectually? Sure. Am I worried about it as it relates to our position in the world and the innocents who will be slaughtered? Of course. But it is intentionally kept so far away from us, and it is so sanitized when it's reported to us, that you have to really sit down and make a conscious effort to think about, wait a minute, what does this really mean? And I'm a pretty dialed in guy when it comes to news and politics, and I don't naturally really understand. It's kind of like when you talk about cosmic distances. Intellectually, I understand what a light year is, but I can't really emotionally get my head around it unless I really make some space to go, holy shit, that, So when I hear if we're going to start attacking Iran, and I think about it beyond the end result, which I'm sure Trump just wants to turn it into real estate like Gaza, the innocents that will be murdered and the families that will be torn apart and the bodies that will be decimated. You have to really stop and think about that. That's why my answer, not because I genuinely don't care, but because it's such an abstract concept. Hang on. Someone says Jaffe is sweeping for his owned people. I don't own anybody. Who do I own? We got rid of slavery, thank God. The idea, though, easy does it of light years and time travel with aliens and stuff. I mean, so much of this UAP disclosure stuff, they've switched the script from people traveling in space to interdimensional beings now. I mean, that's a real thing they're talking about. And so I imagine if you're traveling that far, you're not doing it like with macro physics. You're doing it with, understanding, entanglement and superpositions and sliding in between wormholes and shit like that. But
interesting.
Listen to this, though. This is Lauren Boebert. Because I don't know if you guys, speaking of politics in the news, so yesterday that Gelzine, how do you pronounce her stupid fucking weird name? Jolene, God, I hate her.
Maxwell.
For some, whatever. She testified, but she pleaded the fifth on every question. And she said, well, I'll tell you what I know if I get full pardon. And I'll also tell you what I know. And in telling you, it will make Clinton and Trump, basically, they'll be free. So in other words, I'll get me out of jail. I'll tell you what you want to hear, Trump and Clinton, and everything will be great. And so the Congress has been like, no, go fuck yourself. That's ridiculous. And it's been good to see Republicans really sticking to this. I'm going to play a clip real quick. This is Lauren Boebert, the woman who was getting fingered in the performance of Beetlejuice or Shrek. Where did you go, Tech? I don't know what happened to Tech, but there we go. She's a loony bird. I'm not a fan of her, but this is her coming out of having seen a bunch of redacted names and more evidence on the Epstein files that haven't been released yet. Is this up yet, Tech?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's 30 seconds. Don't be a baby.
Congresswoman, are you among the members who got to see the unredacted files today?
Yes, I saw some of them, not all of them, obviously. I'll be going back tomorrow to see more.
Any reaction on what you've seen so far?
I think that there's folks who are definitely implicated and co-conspirators. And, I don't think everyone there that was talking about underage girls being trafficked are victims.
Got it. And do you support any clemency for Ghislaine Maxwell? She's saying that
I do not. Okay. I think Ghislaine Maxwell should get more time, and she should definitely be in a harsher prison than what she's in. It's absolutely disgusting.
Got it. Thank you, Congresswoman.
And she was basically saying that, there's even that Epstein was apparently grooming girls not just for sex, but to help bring other girls in. And she was saying later today, she said, once you're over 18 and you're using that as an excuse, you're no longer a victim. You're part of the apparatus that's harming other kids like you. And so apparently that's what they discovered yesterday, is that this was a really big fucking operation. And so, but this is the kind of, as much as I don't like Boebert, as much as I think that Luna is a loony, and as much as I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is a fucking nightmare, to these three women's credit, they do seem to be standing on principle when it comes to certain things, which I did not have that on my bingo card. So good for them. Good for them.
Speaking about something I didn't have on my bingo card, we have an announcement here in the LCU Discord. Bam, bam! You can stop sharing your screen if you want. Keem dropped an announcement. Everybody, be ready. A Keem announcement. Recently, there has been way more infighting than normal in the LCU among the hosts. As a result, I believe our fans are getting tired with the nonstop negativity. I want all hosts to try and have some fun and give the fans a break from the bullshit. Thank you. No.
You know the problem with that announcement?
Yeah, what?
Well, without being specific as to what host and what shows, everyone's going to think it's not them. Right? I mean, there might be a couple of shows that are going to go, oh, okay, that's us. But
I can tell you why.
You can tell me why what?
Why it's not targeted and why it's so vague.
Why?
Scooter's return to the LCU warrants a lot of hate. And if the fans get a lot of hate from the hosts, like saying like, yeah, Scooter's a bitch, fuck that guy, what a piece of shit, I can't believe he shared news, all this, it's just going to lower his chances to try and stay in the LCU. I even hear Deal City says, LOL trying to stop the bus hate. That's exactly it. It's they want to see Scooter have the opportunity to do his show, right? They want to see Gidgey have her opportunity to stay on Queens or whatever, right? They're sweeping for this fucking terrible, ugly, fucking gross family.
When you say they're sweeping, you mean Keemstar sweeping?
Well, they as in the powers that be. It could be Keem or Mike or whoever's like benefiting from that. It could be ALR. Fuck it, I don't know. Right? Yeah. Could be Amber Lynn, who's like, I want my show to succeed, and I have Scooter here, and I have to work with him, so I want the hate to stop so I can continue to do my show.
Well, I mean, one could argue that the hate is what brought the viewers. I mean, whatever. It's not my network, not yet anyway. If that's what he wants to do, I mean, I don't really. Yeah, Dylan McGowan says they're well-protected hicks. Well, nothing wrong with being a hick, but I don't think they're good people. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? For right now, spam the broom emojis in my chat. No mods, don't ban anyone for spamming. If you put fucking 10 messages in a row of the fucking brooms, I don't care. Fuck it. It's a
Wasn't there a thing about you? It was a big guy. Maybe it was PewDiePie or something.
Yeah.
He got his channel hit because he was telling his audience to spam in his own chat, and YouTube picked up on that and was like, "Oh, that's against terms of service or something."
It's not against terms of service. I've read the live streaming TOS constantly. It's
okay.
Yeah, you can spam these brooms, spam the sweep. Crypt, can we talk about how Scooter claims he has permission to show the nudes, but wouldn't show the message saying he could? I said that at the top of the stream. I don't believe Scooter until the proof is made.
What we said was find out who she is.
Let us know.
And we will call her and get her on our show. We will pay her to come on our show and have an interview for 20 or 30 minutes. And we'll ask her point blank, did you know this happened? Did you give him permission? And if she's like, yes, then that'll be a great positive story for Keemstar and Scooter. Right? I mean, if that's what they want is positivity. But you think this is all Scooter based. You think this is Scooter based.
Oh, I think I almost know. The most trending topic in the LCU right now is Scooter shouldn't be back. Fuck this guy. I hate this guy. People are taking...
Yeah, but watch what happens this afternoon when Bus goes live. It'll probably be huge. 3, 4, 5,000 people will be watching it. So, live by the sword and continue to live by the sword. You can complain about it.
There's a level of hate that warrants a level of attention span, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
unfair. It's unfair to ask for honesty and connection to the fans from host, and then also tell them to just, don't talk about this thing though. That's clearly affecting a lot of people who like these shows.
Yeah, people are like you seen it in our chat. People are saying, I came to the LCU for the first time for Bus, but now that Scooter's there, I'm just going to watch other shows. I can't support a show that he's on.
Well, they say that. Let's see if they walk the walk, because a lot of people say that. Like, how many people got nailed, oh, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. They tweeted like a couple days after Bad Bunny was announced. And then yesterday, a lot of people were like, that's the worst fucking Super Bowl performance ever. And then people are doing the whole, is this you thing, where they go back and find the tweet where they said they weren't going to watch it, but they watched it. So we'll see.
Did you know the Turning Point USA watch party had the Super Bowl playing on a different screen?
I'm not surprised.
The guests were sitting down at like dinner tables, like a banquet, and there's just like a huge flat screen in the back playing the Super Bowl.
You know that song though that everyone's making fun of about I just want to fish and drive my truck.
I want to kiss a fish.
But it's actually a pretty good song. There's the lyric of the main melody or the main chorus is something about it's hard to be country in this country today. And again, as a guy who grew up in Alabama, there's a lot about country living that I do find appealing, and it's not the racist part, it's not the homophobic, transphobic, ignorant part, but I hate that those two things have gotten marbled together, right? Just like I imagine people from black culture, or inner city black culture hate the fact that the very warm family gatherings, like we were talking about with Mexican people, with like the barbecues and the parties that go till 2 a.m. has gotten marbled with like that is associated with the gang violence. And it's like, those are two very different things.
Yeah.
And you can love one and have affection for one without supporting the other. But it is a good song. It's a stupid song, but it's a good song.
Red Sheets Metal hits me with a baseball bat and reminds me, people paid $7,000 to kick Albert off of LolCow Live, and he is back. That is true.
Oh,
That's another sweep that I'm missing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, wake up, morons. The only show that's honest with you is this show.
And Cafe.
Because we're willing to get fired for saying the real shit. I like Xylee now. She's my best friend. But here's a tip. When someone tells you they're getting real, you shouldn't have to tell them in your name. You do it with your actions.
You like Xylee.
Okay?
Don't attack Xylee.
She's my best friend. But I'm saying that the idea that they paid... Can you believe we paid $7,000 to kick the guy and he's here? Yeah. Yeah, I can, Tina Turner. I can, Rihanna. You mean he kept beating you? Even though he said he wouldn't anymore? I can believe it. Fucking morons.
Welcome to Cash Cow, blank underscore.
Hey, blank. Thank you, buddy, for the support. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I think this entire thing is tied to the fact that they did pay, the fans paid a ton of fucking money because they don't like the content on a show. They paid to remove a person from a platform because they said, I don't want to see him. It ruins my level of entertainment. Right? And then he's back after 2 days. 2 streams is all it took. And now he's back on the show.
But you know what? If I'm Keemstar, I wouldn't change a goddamn thing. Because his fans have said, we hate it, more please. We hate it, more please. If you're Keemstar, he's not running a fucking, I don't know, Olympic Village where everybody needs to get along for a while. He's running a business, and if the fans say they hate it, they can say what they want. But the only language fans really speak is with their wallets. Yeah. They can say we're the best show in the LCU all they want, and those are nice comments, but we're not the ones that make any money. Yeah. We're always on a razor's edge of being canceled, and that's fine. I don't, I'm not going to sit here and become another kind of show, but my bigger point is what they say and what they do. It's very similar to video games. I remember a lot of game designers, including me, were losing our shit. Like, we're not going to do free to play. We're not going to do pay to win games. Gamers don't want them. And then we saw this presentation at a GDC where the guy's like, I used to be just like you. And let me show you the data for a game called Battlefield Heroes. And all of the forums were filled with, we don't want this pay to win shit. Fuck this, fuck this. And the game was barely surviving. And they said, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to get canceled. Let's flip this switch. And suddenly it became pay to win. And as much as people complained, they started turning a profit. And not only that, but the people who complained the loudest on the forums, they showed the data. They were the ones that were buying. So what you say and what you do are often two different things. That's what I would say.
I just, it shakes the confidence of the establishment when a thing is promised to you and then it is removed immediately from you. And I get that, like, there is a fan base that will, go and support it and pay for it. But as you know, we may have 430 people watching us right now, right? We don't have 430 paid, supporters. Right?
No, we don't have 400. We didn't. If each one of those people donated $1, which not everybody has $1 to donate, so they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But if half of them donated $1, most of them have $1. It'd be our best week ever.
Yeah.
That's how little, but again, that can't be our complaint.
No, it's not a complaint. What I'm saying is
we provide what we provide and they pay for what they want. And so the only way we're really ever going to survive is if we get volume.
Yeah.
And then we get sponsors. But we're not going to survive on
the thing I want to make with this point is on LolCow Live, they have 2,000, 3,000 people watching. They don't have 2,000, 3,000 paying supporters. Right? You see maybe 100 unique names in the members, in the donations. So 5 to 10% of your fan base dictates, 100% of the content is what it's turning out to be.
That's yeah.
Wow, the super chats came in. Han Solo for $1. Thank you.
It's like Israel.
Oh my God, no. Hold on, pause. Rolis with $5 says, sweeping never stops the momentum for the fans or of the fans. It's like trying to stop the flow of a river with a thin sheet of plastic. Wait for the burst. Deadscore $5 says, Jaffe, come on, do better. Where is the energy? Where's the passion? It's fucking raw! Gordon Ramsay.
That cake was molten. That shit was molten.
Corvo, thank you for the $1. Mawiwi says, I appreciate your honesty. Chilled Milk, $2. I'll pay for the next guy. Thank you. That's $2. Thank you so much. Pimpin' Pete, $1. Thank you so much.
Hello, Pimpin' Pete of the Cincinnati Pete's. Thank you for your pound. We appreciate it. Nick Jonas's diabetes. This $5 will keep you guys from being canceled. Everyone pay up or else. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
And then Kinsey, thank you, buddy, for the heart. We appreciate it. And thank you, SSJ316, who's married to THX1138. We appreciate that support as well.
Thank you. I think I might have, maybe I leaked this information.
I love you too, Jade. Is it Jaden? Jaden Core. I love you like a whore. And that might sound disrespectful, but I genuinely love sex workers.
There's obviously
Thank you, Jaden.
There's obviously a discrepancy in the support that some shows get and others don't, right? I think I said this on a live stream.
It's a discrepancy, isn't it based on money?
Well, this discrepancy as in like there's a difference. Like there's a
yeah, but
one sum
it's
is
the
different
ones
than
that
the other
make
sum.
money get treated better.
Well, yeah, but the point I was going to make is on the 3 episodes that I co-hosted with Amberlynn Reed and them, right? They made more than this channel made the past 2 months.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's such an insane difference. Which is why I understand they're sweeping for Scooter, right? On the Discord.
Yeah, I get it. It's a business.
Yeah, we don't make enough to have a valid position, so fuck us.
We have a valid position.
Well, not valid in the eyes of entertainment. Valid in the eyes that it makes sense. It's just not going to be validated by the powers that be because why would they? It's like,
well, I mean, they're not. Let's be clear. We're not being treated badly. You were treated. I don't think you were treated badly. I think your expectations set you up to feel badly treated. But I don't think Keemstar giving Scooter the role is necessarily wrong. I think even you might agree, right? But I think it is still. Look, let's put it this way. If I'm Keemstar, and he's pretty good about this to his credit, I hope that he's got it somewhere in his mind, and I think he does, of going, okay, this guy may not be Boogie to me or to the audience, and he may not be Billy Fridge.
Yep.
But there's great value in what he brings, and it may not be as sexy and flashy as that, but I need to make sure that person feels appreciated. And I don't think that's lost on him, just based on some of the things that he said. But I think it still needs to bear fruit and be a genuine, not just lip service. So we'll see.
Super Chats came in. Bucksmack with $2 says, I wish Tech or Becky would have been the bus host. I do as well. Milford Girl says, $5 for me and 4 others. Jaffe, you rock. Trim that beard.
I'm getting rid of the beard, my friend, but thank you very much.
JFK, $1. Thank you so much. Space Girl.
Hey, still alive.
Space Girl. I haven't seen you so much. Oh, I haven't seen you so long.
You haven't seen her so much.
I haven't seen her in so long. English is a second language. $5, she says, hard to want to donate when Keem bans people for no legitimate reason. Wish 100% of this dono went to you guys. So do we.
Me too. Hey, do you know again, I don't look, I like doing the show. I'm glad to be here. But when you take Keem's cut, which I guess goes to Mike too, which is gross.
No, it doesn't. Not from this show.
Oh, are you sure? Because that's why Bunny ain't coming back.
No, Mike's cut comes from the shows that he is on top of. Yeah. Pigeon.
Imagine being on top, Mike being on top of anything.
Pigeon $5 says, my new fave podcast to listen to while working. Love hearing intelligence within the LCU. We try and bring it.
Can you that's how dumb the LCU is, that we're what counts as intelligence. Anywhere else it would be like, how did these guys get the mic? You know, don't let them talk. But Pigeon, yeah, thank you, man. That's very generous.
Ashes to Ashes, $20 says, well, thank you for the $20.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, man.
Like Jaffe said, this universe has way more morons. Oh, do your mama's voice. Like Jaffe said, this universe has way more morons than smarter-ish folks. But at the end of the day, this show is a breath of fresh air compared to most of the other shows. Hashtag Tech for Bus. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash.
$5 from Chelsea. Says, gotta offer something in return for cash, guys. Must get TTS. We have a TTS. I turned it off because
we turned it off.
It interrupts the show just too often. But we do go through all the super chats.
I imagine if you maybe this is wrong. One's in the chat if you agree. Two's if you don't. But if you spend $20 or $10 or even in this case $4, I've super chatted shows. I like it when the hosts stop and not only say thank you, but give my comment some shine and some time. I don't want a fucking robot reading that. That's my take. One's if you agree, two if you don't. If you don't, we'll turn it back on.
Yeah. Kristen Kelly $5 says, I'll cash cow to Crypt if they ever unban me. Oh, from the Discord? Submit a ticket or, tag me. Send me a message on Discord. I'll reach out for you.
Unserious Minds, Mindset, thank you so much. Welcome to Cash Cow. We appreciate it.
Lily Bell for $2 says, low-key crushing on Jaffe, even if our politics differ. You date a conservative woman. You would, right?
I don't know. I think it depends on what we're talking about. A conservative woman who agrees in smaller government, fiscal responsibility, sure. A conservative woman that agrees with, I hate minorities and want trans people to die, and then no, they can go fuck themselves.
Well, you heard it here first. If you're trying to date Jaffe, you have to like minorities. All right, that's the
you have to just be an open-minded, free fucking thinker. My guess, Lily Bell, is that the reason you're crushing on me is because your actual man in real life is a fucking, he's the kind of guy that probably watched the Kid Rock halftime show, and in your back of your head, this trad wife thing that you signed up for isn't working out, and you're like, you know what I want? The short little fat Jewish guy, even though he's atheist now or agnostic now. That's what you dream about. I love you, Lily Bell. See, she doesn't know if I'm serious or not. I don't know if I'm serious either. Things just come out of my mouth, and I decided a long time ago, I'll just let them flow.
You've got a number of admirers in the chat today. Natasha Johnson says, Jaffe, I am ultra
Thank
woke.
you, Lily Bell.
Marry me.
Oh, you got them right, sweetheart. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I think whatever that announcement was is just a sweep, right? It's trying to placate to the money. Right. It is. I know there's fans that will learn to realize how awful some of the things are that happens here in the LCU. If you draw attention to it, and they want to stop drawing attention to it. If you agree, if you think that they're just trying to sweep this under the rug, let me know. Drop a 1. If you think I'm wrong and Keem is just actually upset about there's so much negativity, then drop a 2. I might be wrong.
Please.
Yeah. Milford girl, welcome to Band World.
Thank you, Milford girl. You're single. Oh, wink.
Wow.
Oh, wink.
Wink.
Let's go on a date. Let's go to the sock hop together. You and me, Milford.
Yeah. Lily Bell says I'd love to have a political conversation.
She's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Tech. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If you want to hop in and have a conversation with Jaffe or I, hop into the Discord. If your member's waiting, we'll pull you in. I'll keep it on my screen so we can see if anyone wants to have a little talk.
But you probably don't really want to date me because end of the day, I think genuine relationships, long-term relationships are probably stupid. Like not long-term relationships where you know someone your whole life. That's beautiful. But I think, just like divorce is a racket, marriage is a racket, keeping couples together that have expired by their shelf date is a racket. The money that people make by putting people into these constructs and telling them that that's what you should want and that's normal is a total fucking racket. So I think we should normalize most relationships having a shelf life, a romantic relationship, and being totally comfortable with that. And then parting as friends and parting as allies. And hey, we shared this great thing together. But that's what I would say. Okay. What are we talking about? Where are we? I don't know where we're
your beard.
I'm getting rid of it tonight.
How about we do it now?
It'll make a mess, and I don't even know if this thing's charged, but I could open it, and if there's a charge on it...
Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
Well, how come I don't make any money doing it when everybody else makes money doing it?
All right, you know what? If you want to see Jaffe shave his beard on camera...
Or at least start, because it'll take some time.
How much time does it take? Is it from this side of your face to that side of your face? You just go
I have to cut first.
Why?
To get rid of... Because the trimmers is not... I don't know. I'll try it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we'll try. Chat, let's put a poll, because I don't think they want to... Would you change your hairstyle depending on what the chat wants to see?
I don't have enough hair to have a hairstyle.
Well, I'm saying like your beard. Should it be trimmed or all the way gone?
No, I don't want a trim beard. This is fun. This is like, crazy guy, and this is a reflection of my soul, which is I don't care enough. Like trimming suggests I care, and I genuinely don't care. So that's why it's binary. It's either all gone because that's the most comfortable and I don't have to worry about it, or I ignore it for 4 months and you get this. It's one of the two. There you go, bro. Yeah, I don't think most people know what a merkin is.
I don't know what that is.
Educate him. I'm gonna get a Coke.
Brothers Right says make a merkin out of your beard hair and auction it off to your adoring female audience. I'm gonna have to Google what is a merkin. Oh my god. A merkin is a pubic wig or intimate hairpiece designed to cover the genital area. It comes from the 15th century to cover up those who had hair loss caused by sexually transmitted diseases. That's, I guess, a deep cut. I don't know who's looking up. Who's looking up how to cover my STD lack of pussy hair. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's also used in movies too.
Sure.
Most people know it now as a movie term, but yeah.
How much for you to do Keemstar's beard?
I'm not going to do anything that requires maintenance or time.
Well, no. Like before you cut it, to take a photo of it, like before you go all the way. So you do this. You do the sides. You keep a point. You take a selfie. You post it in the Discord, and then you do the rest. Take it off.
Probably not.
You want to do like little styles before you take it all the way out? That's a question.
The best I'll show you. You keep talking. I'll show you something.
Please don't show me a merkin.
I'm not going to show you a fucking merkin, you whore.
How's your merkin? Your natural one?
Oh my god. I don't pay any attention to any of these things you say. Hang on. YouTube. I want to show you something.
Kim K released a merkin last year. What?
Oh, Romeo's a Dead Man came out today. Okay, cool. Hang on. I have Sarah's new song in my head, or her old song.
Foster Ryder, thank you for the $1. The continued support keeps us alive, and it makes people listen to our opinions more often, like Keemstar or Get Behind the Camera or whatnot, because they care about money.
Money is supposed to buy yourself.
It's all about the cha-ching, right?
No, I was doing Gold Digger, but
I was doing. It's all about the money. It's all about the. Mine makes more sense. Jesus Christ, how long does it take you to pull something up?
It's from a while ago, idiot.
Well, a while ago should have been today. What if we dye the beard? Jeff, would you dye the beard pink instead of shaving it for $200?
Mm-hmm.
$200 by the end of the stream, and Jeffy will dye his hair. He'll dye his beard pink instead of shaving it off. That's a very LolCow goal to make, but fuck it. We're here. We're doing it. What a long night we had, Jeffy.
Mm-hmm. It's very beautiful.
Do you want me to bake a pumpkin pie tonight?
Here you go.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let's do it. Share the screen.
See it?
The fuck is that?
This was, I did a talk for a video game conference, and it was like the 10 rules of video game writing. And every time I came back, I had done something different with my hair. So let's see. So, I got that going for me. It's kind of strange.
Keep going. Keep going. Show us the other styles that come in.
I think I had another part. It's not part of this video. This is where this video ends, but I got the whole thing off eventually.
Oh, Jeffy, that's
yeah. So,
screenshot and put it in the Discord.
Han Solo says, "You look like when you put random on the character creator." You goddamn right. That's excellent. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Nick Jonas Diabetes $2 says, Jaffe, dye your beard a neon color. They make glow in the dark dye.
Pay me for it. I will.
Pay him for it.
You guys pay everybody else for everything. Pay us for something. I mean, you guys have been great today. We appreciate it. Thank you. I'm just saying that, I'm not doing that. I'm looking forward to getting rid of it because it's especially as it's not getting hotter, but as spring is beginning to peek its head around the corner, I'm like, I don't want to.
Do you want to go swimming today?
Nope. I got to work.
Me and the girlfriend are going swimming if you want to join us.
No, I don't want to go swimming.
We're thinking about doing veggie burgers and stuff and hanging out by the pool.
You could work today.
Or you could go swimming. Beautiful California weather.
I have a Gavin and Games coming up this afternoon. I have a sponsor. A company paid me to play their game. I'm going to play a game today. And then I have our first actual sponsor coming up that I have to owe an email to try to get that locked down. So I'm busy today. But
yeah. By the way, my app for Kristen Kelly, I am just TechProtect at Discord. I am the one. There's one TechProtect. It's me. TechProtect. Same way my name is spelled here.
Oh my God, that's so good. A cold Coke. Yeah,
it's
good stuff.
A mini fridge could solve all your problems, Jaffe. I'm telling you.
I don't have any problems.
Well,
do I go to cons? I would go to Comic-Con, which I used to love San Diego Comic-Con. And it just has gotten so crowded. It's getting a little better now because a lot of the movie studios are no longer as engaged, but I haven't been back to Comic-Con in about 3 years because it was just miserable. I got excited every year. So now what I do is we'll do a member stream on the channel where we'll watch live streamers at Comic-Con and talk about it. And that's more comfortable and, but smaller cons, like I've been wanting, people have been talking about going to retro video game cons. And so I've started to think much more about that.
Yeah.
So
BB Phil, I see in the chat, pool in February. Can you do that? It's about 18 Celsius outside. It'll
what
be.
The fuck is Celsius?
Celsius is a drink that is like
Monster. No, but what is that in Fahrenheit?
About 70, 71.
Yeah, I've seen people swimming out in San Diego.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah. You should go to the smaller ones. I bet you would make a killing. Unironically, I looked into where a smaller content creator like Jaffe would flourish at cons.
Well, he means not because I'm a content creator, because of my video game stuff.
Well, yeah, the video game stuff. I'm saying because you don't have much of a fan base on YouTube, but you have such a following online, right? Mm-hmm. That a smaller con would do you so much better. It'd be what's the English? You would do great because there's less competition of bigger YouTube names, and there's less famous people that would go to those smaller cons. But yeah, you'd make a killing. Let's go to a convention next month.
I want to go to a retro video game convention and have a table and do a live show from there. I think that would be fun. Come on now. My son and I did the Walking Dead obstacle course during Comic-Con. Yeah, Amazing Maisie, I get it. There's great stuff. The problem is going to Comic-Con now, or at least 3 years ago, and for a decade before, it's like going to Disneyland now, which is unless you happen to buy the highest end fast passes that aren't even fast passes anymore, you can maybe do two things and then it's time to go home because you've spent most of your time waiting in line. And that's a nightmare. Retropalooza in Texas. What is Retropalooza?
That's a big one.
Apparently Boogie's going to that.
Yeah, that's a big one that happens. It's in Houston.
Okay.
If you want to go, that's a much bigger one. Apparently there is some here in San Diego coming up in March. We can look into it. Oh no, he got banned. That makes sense. That makes sense. The Boogie got banned.
Who got banned? Who got banned? Banned from the con?
Yeah, that makes sense that he would. I think the guys that run the con.
Hello, Anna G.
Were friends of some YouTuber that died, and Boogie was lying about the YouTuber's death thing for his own personal gain on LolCow Live. Or, something. I don't remember the exact story, but
got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a convention.
Yeah, let's look into it.
We should meet up with
whatever happened to the LolCow cruise that you guys were trying to get together.
Fat Camp is very big. That's going to be the main focus on my end. My connection to the cruise industry is from an incentive program for an actual employer, with W-2 employees. And so they're able to get a deal usually because they have like on staff, I have 50 employees that qualify for this thing. So if I really want to get any more headway with these companies, I need to have like access to, Keemstar's backend that says like, here's my staff count, here's how much I'm paying them, this much and this and that. And then have a conversation with the other company and be like, we can afford to do this. But Keem doesn't want just an employee incentive. He wants to have a hosts are guaranteed to go, and we want to sell tickets on our website for the cruise and get a cut of ticket sales and this, like a bunch of other stuff. And it's a very complicated thing at that point. I'm not deep enough in Keemstar's fucking asshole with this company to know all the ins and outs.
Right. So you're still going to Fat Camp though. That's the idea.
See, it sounds like the plan. Sounds like it.
Well, hopefully you don't
come with me.
No.
Yeah, come with me. Stay for like a
you,
couple
Cat
days.
Lady. We appreciate it very much, buddy.
Cat Lady, thank you
I
so
won't
much.
hold it against you, Tech. Here's my allowance. You goddamn right. Thank you, Cat Lady.
You know what she was mad about yesterday?
Nope.
I said, yo, Keemstar, if you ever want to relate to the younger audiences, 21 to 41, right? Hit me up as creative director. But if you want to keep on appealing to like, 49-year-olds to 79-year-olds, keep fucking Kid Behind the Camera. They love that fucking slop humor. Throw mustard on yourself, eat cockroaches. And Cat Lady was upset because she's like, I'm right in between 41 and 49. Why the fuck are you excluding me from the content?
That's what this show's for.
It's for all you lovely 40-year-old ladies.
40-somethings.
Yeah.
Coming up with family matters and Clarissa explains it all. That's why we're here. We're here to take you guys, care of you guys. Ninja Turtles, I think that I would not be ever going to Fat Camp. No, thank you. See people in the chat saying go to Fat Camp. Yeah, no.
It would be fun. You drive out there with me. We stream on the road, and then once we get there, you stay for a couple days, and then you take a flight out.
No.
Aww.
I want nothing to do with it. I have so many problems with it.
Go there as my emotional support animal.
Yeah, no, bring your own fucking dog. Hey, Jade. Thank you, Jaden. I just realized you were in the show I was in the show Code Monkeys. Yes, I was. On G4 TV. I remember that show when I was a kid. Did you do voice acting? I did voice acting for that show, Code Monkeys, for the episode or episodes I was on. I think it was on, I know it was on one. I might have been on two. But no, I never did any voices in the games I worked on. I was a sprite
you don't watch
in
that
Twisted Metal 2. What?
The Code Monkeys clip where you're in it?
If you want to bring it up, yeah, sure.
I got it.
Tubb says, Jaffe just thinks he's better than everyone else. Dude has a failing show. Two things can be true, though. I am better than you.
Here's the clip if you want to watch.
Oh, yeah, sure. But I mean, everybody here is better than you, Tubbs. Come on. Have you seen yourself? Oh, here we
go. So we're here with Dave Jaffe, who's graciously agreed to do a voice on Code Monkeys.
Oh my God, Dave Jaffe!
Hello, Dave Jaffe.
I'm grateful to be part of this cool show. I think it looks awesome.
You used to look like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm happy they called me, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's awesome. It's great. So...
There you go. Dave Jaffe, a second guest voice.
Hey, Mr. Lairdy, I'm really excited to start work for Gameavision.
Change your plans, kid. I decided to hire Mitch here instead. He's a man of experience.
You're firing me? Before I get a chance to start?
Yep.
But I've got a great idea for this game. It's called God of War. Yeah, I'm Dave Jaffe, mother. But my mom's not picking me up for a half hour.
You got it, Jaffe.
Dude, God of War is like this game where you play this guy and he kills people, right? And he wears his dead family's ashes on his skin and he has lots of sex. This is the best video game you have ever heard of, you chasing mother.
That's Jaffe. Yeah, you haven't changed, huh? No, same
How
guy.
old was I? I was probably like 31, 32, something like that. Tech, don't go to fat camp. They will get you drunk and then try to get you in compromising positions or isolate you to screw you over. I wouldn't go, but
I'll be fine. They can't get me drunk. I've never been. Jaden, $10 says, oh yeah, we just read that one. Thank you, Jaden. I'll be fine at fat camp. I'll have people watching over me. It'll be cool. It'll be fine. Who do you think is the most trustworthy host in the LCU?
Trustworthy? I need a little bit more specific.
Who do you think you can rely on to keep you safe? It's not Ken. No offense to Ken.
Oh God, no.
But yeah, it's not him. Yeah. People would say him, but nah.
Let me think. To keep you safe?
Yeah. I would say Steak. He has like a very high like moral value system in place about like don't fuck with people that are like, this or that, and like I'm not here to see anyone fucking like beat up on a woman or take advantage of a drunk person. He did an IRL where he went to Walmart yesterday, and
I saw that.
They asked him, "Hey, take the little rascal and write around the store." He looked upset because like that's the last one. What if someone needs it? Like I feel like an asshole for taking it. He still did it, but you could see like it weighed on him, the idea of stopping someone who might need a resource for his little fucking bit. So I mean, I feel like I could trust Steak. Someone said Steak is actually retarded. No, he's schizophrenic. Phantom is in the. Phantom's here. It's probably Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom or Grim.
Grim, yeah.
Maybe Nightmare. They both seem like upstanding fellows.
Yeah. As much as Nightmare will allegedly do fentanyl at a club in Florida on his USA trip and get blacked out.
They're all doing fentanyl.
Well, hey, alleged. Yeah, we are all Phantom, by the way. If you're not sure if you're Phantom, you are Phantom. We're all Phantom. That's Steak.
What?
I think so.
Holy shit! I was just talking about you.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching the show.
Oh, well, did you hear my comment about you being probably the most trustworthy person in the LCU?
Yeah, I faked it. I was hoping that more crippled people showed up and there were no mobility scooters for them. I'm a bad man, Tech. Stop fucking shitting on my name.
Have you met Jaffe yet? Have you had a one-on-one talk with this guy?
I don't think we've ever had an actual conversation.
I get mixed up with Scooter and somebody else. There's like 3 guys that look very similar.
Okay, Scooter looks like no human ever. Okay, that's.
Thank you.
I'm not saying they're like twins. I'm saying that when I just
Scooter was forged out of the mud of the mountain of Mordor. All right, he's the orc fucking mercenary for the
Orakai or
the
whatever
Orakai. Yeah, that fucking guy.
That fucking thing was a set. It wasn't CG. They built that whole fucking tunnel system out of foam. And then flew a camera to follow the crows down there. I'm like, oh my God, man, that was amazing.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Anyway, what is up, Steak? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little pissed off this morning. I've been angry in main chat all morning. You got fucked over, TechProtect. You should have had fucking Bus. Scooter sucks mad fucking cocks and dicks. And so does his whore mother. And if we're talking about who's like the most trustworthy, my vote is Phantom.
I also vote Phantom. If it's not a Steak, it's Phantom.
He's a nice guy. I like Phantom a lot. He's the only person in the LCU who has my address.
Oh, dude. If I accidentally leak something to Phantom, I know for a fact it's fucking secure. There's no issue. Yeah, that's a real man right there. Phantom, you're watching. I've seen him. Go ahead, Steak.
I said, dude, solid. I just wanted to say my point.
I would worry. I think you wearing that cow outfit at Walmart, though. See, some people are crazy. Like somebody might have taken you as a threat,
He's a threat.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you go IRL, there's a chance that perhaps you're going to run into somebody that, is having a bad mental health day, for sure. But I'm prepared.
As the guy dressed up as a cow riding a mobility scooter around Walmart.
It's embarrassing to have a bad mental health day at Walmart, it's really embarrassing to get your ass beat at Walmart by a guy dressed as a cow.
Did anybody say anything like security or Walmart people like, dude, what? Or they're like, dude, it's Walmart. Everyone's welcome, you know?
You know
Dude,
what?
I really thought I was going to get kicked out and I was upset about it. Oh, wait, 1 second. I got shit on for this earlier.
Yeah, you're fine. Steak actually, I'm pretty sure Steak talked to one of the like hidden security guys a couple times. There was a dude who like was just staring at Steak like, what's this guy doing? And he goes, do you got a problem? Move over. And the guy was so mad. He was like, he's like, I want to kick this guy out, but he hasn't done anything against our fucking policies yet. He's like, nothing's wrong yet.
And you should have gone. You should have gone in front of the meat counter and started crying and been like, "Mom,
he did. He did that shit.
Oh,
he went over to the dairy section. He's like, "Put the milk back in my brethren." I said it to Steak after the show. That was the
that
best
was on
live.
Bus or what show was on that?
On LolCow Live. Yeah.
Okay, I don't fucking know these shows.
Yeah, and I said it was the best IRL I've ever seen. I've been watching the LCU now for like a year plus, unfortunately. But you know, it's no one can take that away from him. He was a real one. And then
did you have your camera on a phone held, or were your hands free? How did you shoot that stuff?
I was riding the mobility scooter, holding my camera up, and if anybody eyeballed me, I put it in their face.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I asked Stay like, how do you do that? How do you just like ignore all the social pressure? He's like, Tech, it's not a bit. I am schizophrenic. Are you?
Are you diagnosed schizophrenic?
Yeah, I'm diagnosed bipolar, schizophrenic, and PTSD.
Yeah. So do you hear voices and see things?
Yeah.
And you have the awareness when you're having those is it 24/7 or are there episodes when you will hear things and see things?
Oh, I'm very well medicated. So I don't really get the visuals unless I'm really bad. It's mostly auditorial. So like mine persists. Like if us three were hanging out in a room and I went to go use the bathroom, when I was in the bathroom, y'all's conversation would continue in my head. And however I'm feeling would decide what y'all were talking about. But
you have an awareness that sits above that where you know that that's not, at least as far as we define truth, true?
I understand that I'm incredibly mentally ill, but there are some things that there's just too many coincidences that add up.
Yeah, and I mean, I keep talk about that. Well, give me an example of a coincidence that add up, because I think there is something to this, but keep going.
So for me, one of the biggest delusions that I have as a schizophrenic is that I don't have schizophrenia and that everybody else is crazy.
Okay.
Because I'll say the Jews are going through tunnels underneath New York City, and people go, that you're schizophrenic. And then like 2 weeks later it happens. Or I'll say something crazy that I think, and everybody will say, haha, you're a schizophrenic, make fun of the schizophrenic. And then when proof comes out, nobody's like, oh, my bad, Steak. You were right about that.
Okay, but the Jews in the tunnel, though, there's no way you knew that without having gotten the evidence from the media. No one just goes, you know what? Jews in tunnels.
Oh, no, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Is like I watch a lot of news from various news sources, and some of them are considered like conspiratorial and like not a very good news source. But like people knew about Epstein's Island 10 years ago.
Oh,
like
right,
way before anybody got caught. And I knew about it, and people called me schizophrenic.
Okay, I got you.
I guess they're right, but it doesn't matter.
I think it's really tough to have the conversation because you don't want to push somebody into their mental illness. But at the same time, I do think that it's not black and white. For my own totally unprofessional, unlearned opinion, I think just like autism, right? Certainly our neurotypical society is designed for people who are neurotypical, and anyone who's not has varying degrees of suffering because of it. I think there is some truth about mental illness in the same way, is that we're not designed for schizophrenics, and schizophrenia is a mental disorder, and there probably are a lot of things that are not accurate, but I think it also does open your cone of view to seeing things in a way that is actually valuable. But I don't think it's worth the cost. I don't think it's like, fuck it, let's get off medication, because society will destroy you for it. But I would be stunned if the military doesn't have schizophrenics on some kind of retainer where it's like, hey, we need this kind of mind, you know? I mean, yeah, but I mean,
the army, yeah.
Well, I don't mean you're just a guy with a gun. I mean, like, you know, MK Ultra.
In the back office doing like the secret shit.
Shit,
I had a couple things, right? I won't get into too many details because this is a conversation me and Steak have had off air. Me and him share some pretty similar PTSD symptoms, you know? There's people in the chat that are saying like, oh, it's fake schizophrenia, it's fake PTSD. He's doing it for like attention, or he's doing it to like justify his bad behavior. No, I believe him 100%.
See me in the Discord and talk about it, you fucking fat bitch.
And the second thing I wanted to ask was,
are you just channeling kid behind the camera?
No, you were saying you were having arguments in the Discord this morning, and I don't know if you saw Keem's announcement, but he was saying, "Oh, host, please, the negativity. We need to stop being so negative with one another." And the take I had, it's because they're sweeping for Scooter. How do you feel about that?
I'm a community manager. I care very, very much about the LCU. I think Scooter's a bitch, and I shouldn't have to be nice to him.
Yeah, I wanted to go onto live today to shit on Scooter because he deserves something. He deserves a little bit of a pushback. Apparently, I'm being told I'm not supposed to go on live today. I'm not supposed to have that conversation on live. Yeah, you know, that's just the powers that be. They want to see Bus succeed, you know, and so apparently TechProtect's, because I will grill a motherfucker like a fat man at a barbecue, but I'm not allowed to because that's too mean. No negativity today.
What is Amber
anything about that?
What is Amber's take on it? Because when I was on with her and you throughout the weekend, and when you were on Bus with her, I got the sense is it true she's not a fan of Scooter, or she doesn't carry the way?
As soon as she found out it was Scooter, she was like, I would love to work with Scooter. I know he did bad things, because she wants her money. All right. DoorDash isn't free no matter what membership tier you're at, and that bitch needs to make some fucking income. And so as soon as she knew that Scooter's going to be the one fucking supporting her fucking weight from the sidelines, she was like, oh yeah, Scooter would be okay. I could work with Scooter again. That was all the conversation was Sunday. Was, if Scooter comes back, wouldn't it be wonderful? He's such a guy who can, like, you know, design how the show goes and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, bitch, I knew. From that point, I knew it was going to be Scooter before anyone announced it.
But you didn't think? Do you think she was faking her affection for you as a host?
She's more liberal than you are, Jaffe, which is hard to be. She doesn't want to work with someone who's sharing fucking nudes of women around to other people. She doesn't want to do that. But her money.
Wait, don't go anywhere yet, Steak, because I'm not going to read this from Khan, but maybe Tech will. I think it would really. It's not.
Khan gave $15 and says, "Hey, Steak, nice new iPhone. The tracker in it is great."
Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with him.
This is not an iPhone. Nobody has my fucking geolocation or my location or my cell phone information or my personal data, except for the Chinese government through Discord and Phantom through me.
That's right. Wait, don't go yet. We need you to stay on the line, Steak, for 5 more.
4.
Okay, you're good now.
All right, we got it.
You're good now. All right.
Thanks, Steak.
Good to see you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
But so you
that guy.
You think that Amber Lynn was, when she was talking to you,
I think
about
she found
liking
out,
you being on the show?
Yeah,
it was fake.
She was very happy when I was there Thursday and Friday. Friday specifically because that's when she found out Scooter was having these issues and might not be coming back. And Saturday, she hopped on my stream on Crypt over the weekend and was ecstatic when she found out, well, yeah, working with Tech will be so much fun, when she heard Scooter quit, right? And then I think she knew on Sunday that Scooter was coming back, but she acted like she didn't, because the entire conversation she was pushing out was, hey, Scooter would be fantastic to work with again. I want to be with him. Is there a birthday in the chat?
Milford Girl's birthday.
Milford Girl, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the Milford Girl.
Milford. Anyways.
Happy birthday, Milford Girl.
Yeah.
Have a nice birthday, buddy.
I think that's what it was. And it's, you know what? All's fair in love and war, and there is no friends in business, right? That is just how the world works. If you are a businessman, you have no friends. Okay? You have favors that you put forward and call in after.
I mean, it's sad, but there is some truth in that.
So we are redirecting to LolCow Cash. Ken Kite is going to be hosting with Melcifer, the lady who told I'm going to go hang out in the fucking cotton fields. And maybe another host. Who knows? Whoa. It was a fun time. Foxy, I see you're watching. You did the fingers. I'm hosting Pit tonight. I want to see if you can hop in there with me tonight on LolCow Pit.
Is Foxy Mama the one that lady, the Wonder Woman, was being a jerk to?
Yeah. What? I know. Fuck Wonder Woman, fuck Gidgy, fuck Scooter. Chat, spam those names. Spam them. Spam the fuck Gidgies, the fuck Scooters.
But if you spam it, aren't you going to get them up on the ranking of people talking about them in that? Because you showed me that.
Misspell their names. Fuck Scatter. Fuck Glitty. Fuck Gommy. Is it a Glammy? Galmy. Misspell their names so they don't get the fucking free hype from the trending leaderboard shit. Fuck them. Yeah, fuck Skidgy. Yeah, fuck Gungy and fuck Scatter. F Scatter, Skidgy. Fuck Skeeter.
I'm going to spend the rest of the day taking all of them, including Tina and Albert, and putting them with AI into that episode of the X-Files with the family that had the mother under the floorboard, and they kept pulling her out of the bed. They were all inbred.
I've seen that GIF, but I've not seen the actual episode.
It was one of the best X-Files ever, but I'm going to replace all the faces with these guys.
Snake Gotti, Snake Scatter, Snake. What a great episode we had today. I had a lot of fun. You had fun?
All right. Are we redirecting? I don't want to jump to another topic if we're wrapping.
Yeah, we're sending it over. Did you have fun, Jaffe?
I always have fun.
Sounds good. Anyways,
thank you guys for all the support today. We appreciate it.
Put my name out there in those YouTube chats, boys. Tech got scammed. Love you. Mwah. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everything, and good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Easy done. It gave